let's just go ahead and start out with this women's Elimination Chamber match. Kiana James. Great performance. Great performance. But other than that, it's just I feel like at this point you don't need the women in the chamber. You could do a 6-woman elimination match, a gauntlet match, something of that nature. But putting the women in the elimination chamber just because you have the men in it, it's taking its toll. I'm going to just be honest. It's taking its toll. Not only that, okay, so already going into the chamber, I'm already feeling that way. I'm like, we don't really need to see this. But this I will say. You came down to the last 3 because my pick to win it was Tiffany Stratton. But I wanted Raquel Rodriguez to win it. Bruh. Last night was the tale of the old reliables. Starting with Rhea Ripley. You have the chance to put Raquel Rodriguez, who has had a feud with Stephanie Fakir on Raw, the women's champion. You had a chance to put her in a match against Jade Cargill. You know how big of a match that could be? Even though, I mean, it could only be so big because Jade Cargill has only had one title defense her entire time as women's world champ or women's WWE champion. So that's one thing. But man, having Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, look, man, kudos to Rhea Ripley. She's had one hell of a career and is going to continue to have one. But bruh, we do not need to see you. And this is the same complaints that we were given about Charlotte Flair just, 6-7 years ago? And here we are in 2026, and you have the chance. Now, I get you don't want to put Tiffany Stratton back in the title picture and all that stuff. Why not go with Raquel Rodriguez? Why not make that decision? Why not pull that trigger? You had the chance to do it. Look, I was going for LA Knight later on in the night, but once we saw that botch, LA Knight, and then you mess up your elbow, or the elbow drop, bruh, I can't defend you at that point. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is supposed to be an elbow. He comes down off the middle ropes. Does this. Bro, what are we... I can't even defend LA Knight no more, bro. Well, I guess they got to go back to the old reliable. They made the right decision to go back to the old reliable with Randy Orton. But, yeah, I'm not feeling Rhea Ripley at all. Then you get to this part. Weeks. Now, it's granted, they introduced this box, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago on Raw. And Adam Pearce was like, hey, send it to SmackDown. So we already knew, at least we thought, because we didn't know. We thought it was going to be something big. We thought it was going to be somebody big. I was talking to somebody today, and he was like, I thought it was going to be Seth Rollins. I'm like, well, you wouldn't do that for Seth Rollins. We know he's coming back at some point, and he ended up coming back last night. And that was better than this. That return was better than this debut. But they're teasing this for a couple weeks. Blah, blah, blah. We're like, I wonder who it could be. I was texting my boys last night before the pay-per-view. We were trying to guess who it could be. My best guess was what it should be The Rock. Since, the last time we saw him was at Elimination Chamber last year. And he bumblefucked that whole thing up. And Travis Scott bumblefucked it up at WrestleMania. And then they had to try and turn it back around at SummerSlam. And it still didn't make any fucking sense. And it pretty much ruined Cena's his last wrestling tour. Or his retirement tour. Then you get to Elimination Chamber last night. And everybody's just wondering who is in this box. I heard some people say Jericho. That I was legit curious. I was like, it should be The Rock. But it wasn't going to be him. We knew it wasn't going to be him. But I was going to say it should be The Rock. And that he should be the special guest referee. Because I thought they were going to do it, I said that they should do this during CM Punk's match. Or after his match. When he and Roman had some kind of face off or whatever. But Roman didn't even show up last night. Which, by the way, the CM Punk match was probably the best match of the night. To me. Was the best match of the night. But the reason why I put this, and I know you guys are looking at this caption, is because simply they open this up. And I'm still trying to figure out, all right, you see the casket, so it's still like a few seconds, right? And I can't show it because obviously copyright reasons, so I can't play the video. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, I wonder who this is. We already have Aleister Black, you know, the dark themed, you know, evil, you know. We already have the Wyatt Six, that whole thing. Judgment Day is not really like a darkest. Not when Edge was in it, that's when they were like the darkest, like, ooh, Judgment Day. Now Judgment Day is just another faction. They're still entertaining, but they're just another faction. So I'm like, okay, well, we're introducing another dark character for some reason. And then this is what we get. Soon as I saw these faces right here, and they started doing that dance, I was like, bruh, we are cooked. First Joe Hendry, then Mr. fucking Iguana. Now it's this motherfucker, dude. Danhausen? Triple H, bruh. We need to have a come to Jesus moment. Not just about WWE, but about professional wrestling. Because you clearly do not understand. We thought you did. Black and Gold was some of my favorite years watching wrestling with my dad, man. Holy fuck. What is this? Who greenlit this shit that is above Triple H? Like, you guys claim, Nick Khan claims to be a wrestling fan. TKO claims to be so invested into wrestling. Bruh. When I tell you I had to double check and make sure that this was the right Wrestling Futures account, that this wasn't some parody account, bruh, 150,000 followers. It's the right one. One of the most iconic debuts in WWE history. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I say wrestling is dead, bro. These niggas are so lost. I know who Danhausen is, and he was a nobody in AEW. And I'm not saying that he couldn't be a somebody in WWE. You can clearly do that in WWE. Turn their career around. But bruh, this is a horrible debut. An absolutely fucking horrible debut. You know some of the dumbest shit that I saw in the comment sections of this? I can't wait for him to collab with R-Truth backstage. Like, this is what we want people to get signed to is funny segments backstage. Not character development, not seeing this guy become a future world champion or anything like that. No. We want funny segments with R-Truth, and respect to R-Truth. Respect to R-Truth. Legend. Love him. Been watching him since literally day one, at least in TNA. I can't speak for before that in the Attitude Era, or pre that. But bruh, this ain't it. This ain't it. This might as well should have been Titus O'Neil, man. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Then we're going into the chamber. And I said, man, there's no way they're going to have Jey Uso qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Then we saw the injury happen, obviously, with Bronson Reed. And apparently he was supposed to be the guy that won. Then Jey Uso wins the match. They see all the backlash, including myself, including me saying stuff. Like, bro, there's nowhere they're going to have Jey Uso win the Elimination Chamber, right? Right, guys? Right? And during the week, because we already know that going into Friday, or going into SmackDown on Friday, that Jey Uso got jumped. And then, we found out later they're going to replace him with Logan Paul. But during the week, Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu really, really, really make a fool of themselves, bro. Because the one thing that I've always said since day one, well, there's a lot of things I've been saying since day one of this YouTube channel. But I've always said, stop telling us what we should be enjoying. You put the product out, You put it out, and us consumers, us real fans will tell you, is it good or is it bad? Or is it meh? Or is it never fucking make anything ever again? Never fucking do this shit again. Or this is the best thing ever. You're going to get a reaction. You put your shit out to get a reaction. We are the consumers. We are literally the people putting our asses in the seats for y'all, to watch y'all, to be entertained. Character development. Great matches. That's what we ask for. Jacob Fatu comes out here and says, shut the hell up and enjoy the show. Because people are critical of Jey Uso. Now, I do admit, there's some crazy ass wrestling fans out there, and not just wrestling fans, fans in general. If we're even going to call them fans, there are some very crazy ones, especially in wrestling, that will go into these wrestlers' DMs. I don't do that shit. That's retarded. I'm not going to go into a wrestler's DM and DM them. I hate you. Nah. Now, that's way too far. Way too far. But I'm tired of being told to enjoy the show. I'm tired of being told to eat all the slop that you're given from said company or said production studio. No. I'm not doing it with the MCU. I'm not doing it with James Gunn's DC universe. I'm not doing it with WWE. I'm not being told to just enjoy the show. I'm going to be critical of the fucking show. Because we pay to watch this shit. We spend our time watching this shit. Me, I spent an entire lifetime watching this shit and following this shit. And now you're telling me at 33 years old to shut the fuck up and enjoy the show? Fuck no.
Community is you get people online who want to complain about the eating now and the running it back, and yet every arena, every city, state, country you go to, if people weren't into it, he wouldn't have a chance to run it back. Like, if no one's cheering you, you ain't gonna run it back.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Man, just shut the hell up. Just enjoy the show. Man, listen, obviously you keep watching it.
Right.
Obviously, if you complaining, you watching, man, just chill, bro. Like,
it's because we care, Jacob. And listen, I like the guy. But at the same time, you cannot just tell us to shut the hell up and enjoy the show. It don't work that way when you're an entertainer. Sorry, not sorry. I know he hasn't been doing this for a while. At least in terms of, compared to his relatives and everybody else in his family that's been doing this in the business. But fan, y'all got to learn to take the shit on the chin and keep going. All the other wrestlers did it before your time. All the other entertainers did it before your time. But now with this whole social media BS, that's why I'm just like, bro, ain't nobody trying to listen to that. Until you pay our bills and pay for our streaming services to watch your shit. Yeah. Fuck out of here with that. Fuck out of here with that, fam. Sorry. Not sorry. And this ain't the first time. And shout out to Ice Cube. I'm a big fan of Ice Cube. And I like his son. His son's very talented as an actor. But other than that, man, this dude is so corny, bro. And it's bad when I have to say you're fucking corny. Like, this ain't the first time we've seen a wrestler come on here and have a horrible fucking take. And these niggas sitting back. Oh, yeah. All buddy. Like, fam, come on, man. Y'all supposed to be real. Y'all supposed to be honest. So y'all sitting here as fans, by the way. The two hosts on here as fans. And laughing along with Jacob Fatu when he's saying shut the hell up and just enjoy the show. Eat the slop. No matter what we give you. Because y'all still watch anyway. Yeah, we still watch because we care about it. We've been watching for years. I've been watching my whole life. So no, I'm not just going to sit back and enjoy the show whether I like it or not. No. If I don't like it and I feel strongly enough to have an opinion about it, to make an entire YouTube channel and give my opinion on it, then I'm going to do it. Whether you like it or not. And then we got fans complaining about Obafemi over the weekend. About how he didn't, I guess. This chick complained about this pose with Obafemi. She said, this is the only thing he wanted to do. He didn't want to sit there and talk. He didn't want to, like, fam. I don't know if you've ever been to a fucking meet and greet. But not everybody has to sit there and have a fucking conversation with you and involve, like, clearly he had a big line, fam. Keep it the fuck moving. But apparently she got all his backlash. Then she went and deleted her whole Twitter account. Look, man, I don't know if people were harassing her. She shouldn't be harassed, but damn, she should have been called out. Most definitely. Like, fam, that's why I like this post. The post she got versus the post she fucking expected. You expect this nigga to act like he was Chris Brown. That's what you wanted. You wanted to sit on his lap or something, him do some fucking Chris Brown BS. Nah, that ain't happening either. So then, of course, after, we had Randy Orton win, like I said, the old reliables. They had to go back to the old reliables with this one. And look, I'm not even mad at it. I'm not as angry about the Randy Orton decision as I am the Rhea Ripley decision. We're not even going to talk about the AJ Lee Becky Lynch match. We already knew AJ Lee was going to win that match. It was a horrible match. AJ Lee sucks. She's always sucked. She's always been mediocre at best. And last night wasn't even mediocre. It was like, bruh, like, can we get this match going? So I'm not even going to talk about the match. Congrats to AJ Lee, whatever the fuck. Nobody cares. But this person tweets this out after Elimination Chamber last night. And it said, WWE completely no-sold Black History Month, then ended it with having Logan Paul eliminating 2 young black stars. Like, you can't win with these people, bro. And you know what these people are? Like, I hate using the word vultures, but that's exactly what they are. They're fucking vultures to the fandom. Ain't nobody thinking about having 2 black wrestlers being eliminated. Like, they're gonna complain regardless if Trick Williams eliminated. What's his name? I'm about to call him Javon Williams. Javon Evans. If Trick Williams eliminated Javon Evans him damn self, they would have said, you would have had 2 black people eliminate each other on Black History Month. So, of course, I said you can't even use the right way to spell it, obviously, and no one cares. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of all this race baiting shit. Like, it is so ridiculous on Twitter, man. It really is. I don't know what has happened to wrestling fandom, but it's gotten to like MCU levels bad. Like, it's horrible. You have a lot of AEW fans out here, as they like to call the sickos, bragging about how there was some great promo that old dude I was about to call him Kenny King Kevin Knight did with MJF the other night, and like, it's the best promo ever. Oh yeah, young star, cool, kudos to him. But y'all really saying that this is better than Elimination Chamber? But WWE's worst pay-per-view is better than the best episode of Collision. Let's just be real. But y'all sitting here saying AEW won the weekend. We were better than Elimination Chamber because of one fucking 3-minute promo. Really? Really? I'd say AEW got it quite worse over the weekend because you guys got embarrassed as hell. Thanks to one of your top stars, Darby Allin. So should we go ahead and take a look at what this fucking idiot does in a fucking Uber?
Program going on, can we expect to see like a match?
One second.
I hate to interrupt like your AA or like therapy session, but it's kind of rude of you to be on speakerphone like in someone's Uber.
Is it cool if I finish?
Look, man,
This is what have we ever seen this done with WWE? And wouldn't you think that WWE superstars have the professionalism, at least most of them would have the professionalism to say, hey, do you mind if I record in here? Do you mind if I... Like, this is this fucking... And I hate to say this is generation because Darby Allin's like the same age as me, damn near. So, but it's definitely this day and age of society, bro. Like, everybody's walking around with the cameras and everybody else's faces, and people don't like being filmed. And this nigga... I don't know what this nigga's deal is with him doing the podcast in the car while the dude's driving him. But he's the Uber driver. He's the guy in charge, whatever. What he says goes. But you should have the respect to say, hey, man, we might have to cut this interview short, or I might have to continue the interview after I get out the fucking Uber and get to my destination, wherever I got to go. But AEW fans literally sitting here over saying that AEW won the weekend because of a promo of MJF and whatever the fuck his name is. Bruh. This is 10 times worse. This sets y'all back. Y'all took 2 steps forward and still were nowhere near Elimination Chamber, as bad as Elimination Chamber was last night. And then y'all took 10 steps back with this.
I've been driving since 5 a.m. I'm tired. Like, can you just put the phone up? Like, It's a little rude.
This is like an interview. Yeah, we're on national TV right now, just doing an interview here. Real quick.
I don't care. I make like $15 an hour. Like I don't care.
Yeah, but you want 5 stars. This is 1-star behavior.
Is this your AA sponsor or something?
No, it's not.
So now you have the interviewer sitting here being fucking retarded as well. Like, you can't be respectful about this. You can't say, hey fam, look, we'll go ahead and cut this short. Like, you are unprofessional as hell. And I see the fucking the logo up here at the top. So obviously he's a part of some kind of radio show, right? As part of a radio show, you can't be professional and say, hey, we'll go ahead and cut to commercial break, and then when you come back, we'll go ahead and continue the interview or the conversation, whatever the fuck, with Darby Allin. You can't do that. Darby Allin can't even fucking insist that.
An AA sponsor.
As the quote-unquote star that's being interviewed.
I don't care. You just put the phone
I'm
away.
straight edge.
Is he really
Yeah,
cracking out right
yeah.
now?
He's-
on the
he's-
car.
I knew at this face paint is Gene Simmons saying like you were gonna be in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Wait,
you want me to
Pretty nice goal, buddy.
Put the phone.
That's 1-star behavior, sir. You know, and honestly, a Lyft driver would not drive like that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get
Uber. Like,
Take me to Tucson.
I don't care.
We're-
Out.
we're-
Get out. Out. Go. Get out of my car. Get out.
We're in the middle of the highway.
All right, man. So it's bad on all parties, man. Like that. Like again, like the Uber. At least he was being respectful at the beginning, and then he just fucking just crashed out. This nigga was just chimping out at the end. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was. Maybe he's having one of those like lefty weirdo like meltdowns. I have no idea. But you egged him on. And if I'm AEW, I'm definitely calling your ass saying, hey fam, come into the fucking meeting room right now. Cause this ain't a good look at all.
See, Lyft drivers wouldn't do this.
He should be used to weirdos like that because he works at AEW. That's AEW for you. So yeah, y'all didn't win any kind of weekend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even after this shit, y'all didn't win.
Open your laptop up, put your iPad up, iPhone out. I'll be on there somewhere. ESPN, Netflix. This Saturday it's Elimination Chamber, man. Pick one. It was Monday, Friday. I'll be on there too. But man, just stay blessed, man. Stop hating, man. Come to one of these shows. You might change your vibe, Oos. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't know which one's worse. I don't know, man. Anyways, man, hit that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all let me know in the comments who won the weekend. A horrible Elimination Chamber pay-per-view or a 3-minute promo between MJF and Kevin Knight. And on top of that, Darby Allin getting kicked out of his Uber while doing an interview with the radio station. Yeah. Anyways, it's your boy Corn. Hit that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. I am OUT.